Found actually means is the Greek term for a spell, magic spell that they found in Pella in 1986. It took about 7-8 years to authenticate it, and finally we have it. And this is the size. This is the actual size of the scroll. Okay, that's small. Bill? And when we see at the scroll, as you will go, is the, pay attention to the alphabet. The alphabet had changed in Macedonia from Corinthian to Ionic alphabet of Miletos, and during the reign of Alexander I. Okay? And that was the one, because it served better the pronunciation of the Macedonians, actually served better the pronunciation of all Greeks. And that's exactly what we have today in the Greek language. It is the alphabet of the Ionian dialect of Miletos, which is in Asia Minor. Please. To understand how the alphabet has changed, I took a small part of an actual inscription in Attic classical dialect. Take a look. There is no Xi anywhere. There is no mega. You see, this is Zenita. This is υπογεγραμμένη. Έδωξε τη βουλή. There is no U anywhere, or Omicron Y. This is how the Athenians were writing until the year 4002. As you can see, they did not have the right alphabet. So they changed it to. In 402, they changed it to the one we have today. They were the last dialect that changed the alphabet into what we have today. Bill? This is what they found. It's a grave, and in his hands, over here is a man, in his hands, the right hand, they found the scroll. Okay, his name is Macron. It's a rare name, Macedonian name, but still a Macedonian name. Bill? And this is the text as was deciphered in a way. They cleared and everything, all the bad and all the dirt. This is the text as they found it. It's talking about breaking the marriage of two people, because this woman was young, about probably 16, 20 years old, who wanted to marry him. The problem was he was married. How dare him? So
you're blocking the screen.
Panagiotis. Hello? So she wrote over here, Thetima. Thetima is the wife of this Dionysophon, and she wanted to have the end of the marriage, and she was describing this for this reason. Okay? Can you understand it? Can you read it? You should be able, if you are born in Greece anyway. Bill? This is what it looked like, and this is the facsimile, as they call it. That's how they found it. Bill? Okay, the characteristics of that is that we have the long alpha instead of beta. Have in mind that all and every single dialect of the Greek language before the Kyrie had alpha, long alpha, except for Attic and Ionic, who had eta. Okay? So when we say Macedonia is Doric, to begin with, is wrong. Actually, it's Aeolic. Homer did not write in Doric dialect. The man was a Ionian. He wrote in Ionic of the area of Chios, because Chios was the only Ionic dialect that had Aeolisms. Okay? And we have a lot of Aeolisms in Homer. That is, the man was from Chios. And I have over here the words that Toledo would say Theotimi, ταπεινή, έρημη, κακή, των, άλλων, πασών, χειρών, except for γυναικών Παρθένων, because γυνά or γυνή is a first declension in nominative, but everywhere else is third. So it goes γυναικών. And Parthenos, it doesn't have any long A or long A for Ita. I remember Dr. Akamatis was surprised when I told him that in Pella. Because he said to me, oh well, he has a lot of Attic dialect influence. I said, where? He said, well, it had to be in a Parthenon. Then I explained to him, if you look at his wife, both archaeologists by the way, and I have witnesses for that, they were present. Anyway, we have this Ipsilon for Omicron. This is the Macedonian dialect. Okay, this is the difference from the Attic. The same thing with this. As you can see, the The for Theotimi here becomes Thetima, and we have Theokrinis here instead of Theokrinis, and we have the E for Iota, assimilation of Gamma Keni, just like modern Greek. Ginome instead of Gigonome of Attic. Okay? Bill? We have psilosis. Why? Well, these words should have Dacia. But Dacia before 403, with the old alphabet, this is the Dacia. You see here?
Dígama.
This is what they were using. The prevocalic digama and all of this. This alpha and epsilon is characteristic of the West Greek versus East Greek. And the middle was usually the Aegean. Okay? I'm going very fast here because we don't have time. I want to know that. And we have optative and conditional, which is something only Northwestern Greek has. We have ossi. Somebody said, well, this has to be Attic. And the answer is no. It's a bona fide termination of certain Northwestern Greek dialects. And I have, in the paper itself, I have proved it, I have footnotes and all kinds of things from actual texts that they were not Attic. Okay? And the Ka, or like in Opoka, Toka. Ka was characteristic of Northwestern and Doric Greek. The Thessalian and Boeotian was Ke, Opoke, Toke, and the Attic would be Opote and Tote. That's the Te. And with the syntax here, this looks like an Attic syntax, but I'm not sure because this tafta could be Ita in Attic, and that would be tafti. In that case, it means the fate, the destiny. And if that's the case, it is not Attic dialect. That's the only thing I could find I'm not sure about. Bill?